Okay, no problem. I'm just keeping my hands warm. So little dinner music here. Wednesday night is ladies' night. Thank you.
Well, I think that there's still traffic on the 134. Oh, it was really bad. Awful. But I think we need to begin the show. So John will be out in just a second. We're going to do that song.
Oh, you are? Oh, great. You're gonna do what? He's gonna do my favorite song.
She requested a song.
Which one is that, Sally?
Louie Louie? You heard of that?
Does anybody know the real words to that song?
I actually have them written down, and they're not nasty. There's nothing bad in it. It's about a sailor
Oh, really?
in Jamaica.
Who knew? Huh?
You sure couldn't tell from the lyric.
No, certainly not. Well, you couldn't tell anything from the lyric, really. Babe, and then a mumbling, it's like,
Yeah, right.
it's like, might as well have been Steve Winwood.
And there's no microphone.
You want to take this? You want to use this one to do that particular?
I guess I should have set up another microphone. No, that's okay. Brian, you made it. Yeah, okay, good.
Okay.
There's always something. I want to apologize to all my friends online who are watching this, saying, "What's happening, dude? You're supposed to begin like 15 minutes ago." Well, there's big traffic in LA, so we're starting a little bit late, but ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to introduce my good friend Johnny Townsend.
Thank you. Yeah. And thank you, Severin, for having me. This is something I've wanted to do for a while. He does a wonderful thing by giving all these great songwriters around town a place to display their wares in front of the public, and you deserve a round of applause for that. Yeah, because there's a lot of great people come through this room, and I'm really honored to be here. Thanks. Okay, well, again, as he said, my name is Johnny Townsend, and I've been doing this for I figured out last night, I've been doing this for 60 years. And it's like, since I was 18 professionally. And the songwriting part of it only came a little bit later, like in my late 20s, when I decided that I really had something that I thought I wanted to say. And after studying, being able to singing all the songs of the great people whose songs I copied over the years, it really kind of was a guide into where I wanted to go with it. But anyway, the first song I wanted to do is, it's like when we're young and naive, and we all were, weren't we? And I was in this relationship. It was a brief relationship that I thought might go somewhere, until I found out that I was just a placeholder for her boyfriend while he was on the road. And then, but there's an epiphany that happens when you're a songwriter, and you discover that you're someone's part-time love and their full-time fool. There's a song in there somewhere, so here it goes. They say love makes you do foolish things, makes your heart overrule any kind of reasoning. Well, I've tried, but I can't hide, but everybody knows it's true. Then I'm your part-time love and your full-time fool. Oh, I heard life goes around like a wheel, and every turn has some deep secret to reveal. But there's mystery enough in what I keep going through, being your part-time love and your full-time fool. But I'm never giving up on you without having such a hard time, love, being your full-time fool. Can't get my mind off you for a minute. I'm blind and much is true, but I'm so deep in it, I'm in free fall. People tell me time can heal any pain. Still I'm tied to my weakness by this short chain. I'm held by force of habit, 'cause this heart of mine is having such a hard time, love, being your part-time love and your full-time fool. I'm your part-time love and your full-time fool. Thank you. All right. And the relationship lasted just a little bit longer than that song. So this next song I co-wrote with a good friend of mine in Severance, Charles John Cordo. I don't know if you know him. He's a wonderful poet and living in Nashville these days. And the idea for the song came out of a magazine that I stole from my doctor's office waiting room. It was a jazz magazine with a wonderful article on the great jazz saxophone player Sonny Rollins, and it talked about how he lived with his instrument. I mean, he would wake up mid-afternoon in the chair that he fell asleep in at early morning hours with his saxophone still strapped around his neck. He could be seen at night sometimes play on the roof of his building playing to the stars, or out on the George Washington Bridge welcoming the sunrise. And after a gig, he just wouldn't stop playing. And one cute story was he was walking down the street one day on the way to a gig in Harlem, some jazz club, and he's standing on the corner playing his horn, and someone stuffs a $5 bill down in the bell of his horn, and he turns around, and it was Dizzy Gillespie. So, and they had a laugh. They had a good laugh about it. But one of the part of the article was he says, "I never gave him his $5 back." But anyway, it was a wonderful story. But my friend Charles picked up the magazine. I told him about the article, and when he closed the magazine, he said, "The Night Blooming Jazz Man." And we drove straight to my house and wrote the song that afternoon. So it was like, it's kind of cool. I like that. It's one of my favorites. A sad-eyed saxophone, moaning low and all alone, waiting up for no one save the rising sun. The daydream of steel and stone, the night has found a home in the hollow of his horn. He's got moonlight in his hand, rooftop for bandstand. He's a night blooming jazz man. He needs no microphone, you can hear him on his own, filling up the air with every note that he plays. The music of the stars, the headlights on the cars, spilling down the great wide way. Top for bandstand, he's that night blooming jazz man. Tuning in some channel of enchantment, conjuring some new familiar strain, scratching like a stray cat at a trash can. Measuring the sweet remain, but keeping night time in Birdland. The midnight metronome is the heartbeat of the song, and syncopates the movement of the passing tone of the sad-eyed saxophone, blowing, gone, going strong, a herald in the hollow dawn. He's got moonlight in his hand, rooftop for bandstand. He's that night blooming jazz man, the night blooming jazz man, night blooming jazz man. He's a night blooming jazz man. Thank you. Now, that particular song I did with a very large band with horns. It's on one of the CDs out on the, it's Night Blooming Jazz Band. It's the TGZ band. It's a 12-piece horn band that I played with back in Virginia a few years back. And anyway, that's one of the songs on that album. This next one I also wrote with, no, this wasn't Charles. This my friend Danny Toller. Danny and I had a band together once called the Toller Townsend Band. That CD is also out there. Danny was the guitar player for, he was the second guitar player for Dickie Betts. He's the guy that made Dickie sound really good for 25 years. And he was just a brilliant player. And I loved writing with him. Unfortunately, he left us in 2013. And to go into the beyond, but his talent was just amazing. Every time he played, I sat down with pen and hand to write things. But anyway, this is one of Danny's, and I nice collaborations. I was thinking how you left your heart prints all over me, and how I'm always wanting something that could never be. My soul is black and blue from holding back the crying. Oh, but I hold on to you, or die trying. Arrows of love, oh, not always carefully aimed. I've always been true to my role in the game. Seems I always play the fool, there's no denying. I hold on, die trying. Well, only dreamers and losers seem to wind up like this. I cry. Then this voice says, well, which one are you? And the truth just wouldn't hide. I guess I'm just a loser with a dream and some terrible timing. But I hold on to you, and I try. Only dreamers and losers seem to wind up like this. I cried. Then this voice says, well, which one are you? And the truth just wouldn't hide. I guess I'm just a loser with a dream and some god-awful timing. Oh, but I hold on to you, or die trying. I hold on to you, or I'll die trying. Oh, I'll die trying. Well, thanks. Thanks. I'm glad you liked that. All right. Well, this one is kind of early on in my career. I wrote it with my partner Sanford of Sanford Townsend Band. We were both big fans of a lady named Billie Holiday, and she a national treasure. And if you're walking down Vine Street on the east side of the street and you cross Selma Boulevard, one of the first stores you come to is hers. And every time I'm down at Trader Joe's, which is on that corner, I'll walk over and pay my respects, just look down and see her name, because she influenced everyone from Lena Horne to Sinatra, and it was just she had a tragic life, but boy, what a talent. And I always wanted to write a song and sing a song of that sophisticated type blues that she did, and Sanford and I came up with this one. It was on our very first album on Warner Brothers many years ago, and called Rainbows Colored in Blue. There's two ways of looking at them holes in your shoe. You can dig the ventilation and sing the blues. Seems like all I hear is crying. People think they're dying, pay some due, laugh out, then you will be fine, or no one will be flying higher than you. Yes, true. Those are rainbows are colored in blue. Still the sun keeps shining on through. Because I know my heart not so far apart from the truth. I'm so broken, I can't even pay attention. No, no. I ain't got change for a dollar. Hell, I can't even change my mind. Still, I forgot a damn good woman. Oh, she's sassy, fast, and she's stubborn, but she soothes my soul and thrills me each and every moment. Lord, I will not trade that woman for a world of gold. Oh, 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 those rainbows are colored in blue. Still the sun keeps shining on, because I know my heart not so far apart from the truth. And it seems like all I hear is crying. People think they're dying when they pay some due. Laugh out, then you will be flying. Oh, and no one will be flying any higher than you. Those are rainbows are colored in blue. Still the sun keeps shining on. Those rainbows are colored in blue. Still the sun keeps shining on. Those rainbows colored in blue. Rainbows colored in blue. Thanks, man. Thank you, Billy. That is your name, Billy, right? I was talking about the other Billy. All right, let's see. Now this one is one we all have. We all go through. It's the, there's this whole adage about the thing that we fear the most is the unknown, right? And I always call it the hoodoo in the darkness. It's this thing that out there that doesn't really exist, only in your mind. You create that. You create all this anxiety because of you're trying to project the future and stuff. But anyway, one night I had to turn this one into a song to get it out of my to get it off my plate. Really. the anxiety I was experiencing, because this one's called The Hoodoo in the Darkness. By your wits, by your will, by your guts, if you live long enough, with some luck you just might learn who you are, what that means, how you fit into the scheme, or if there is one. Is this chain of events all just coincidence? Is it up to me or some predestination? This is good as it gets in the stream of creation. Good question. We waste a lot of time for the little love we share. Run for our lives and seem to get nowhere at all. We learn to survive the day we don't despair, when courage comes the hardest. Facing the unknown, darkness. In the darkness. By the skin of our teeth we hang on to our dreams, while we cling to all that we possess. But the visions we reap don't seem to bring no peace, and I won't appease the beast in the darkness. And in the process we waste a lot of love for the little time we're here. 'Cause it takes a lot of nerve to stand up every time we fall. We think it's behind us till it finds us, and we're right back where we started. Faking grace while gazing in the face of the hoodoo in the darkness. You know, it could be something harmless, more of the same, or just the very next thing. Still, a rational mind could take it the distance every time, thinking some evil, nasty thing is bringing the pain. Fear and doubt, draw it out till it fills up your room in the cold light of day, or in the heat of the moon. You give power to a thing, it comes with a ball and chain. You got to grow a pair, go on regardless of the hoodoo in the darkness. Hoodoo in the darkness. In the hoodoo. And that cured that. So, you know, my partner Sanford, many years ago, we had this philosophy about writing and relationships, because some song always came out of it, positive or negative, and it was just simple: turn your trauma into profit. Take it. And if it's successful, you can embarrass her with it for the rest of her natural life. You know. But. And Sanford did come up with one of those that is embarrassing a certain girl for the rest of her life. It's called "I Keep Forgetting," that he wrote with Michael McDonald. And there's a great story behind that one, too, that came out directly out of a relationship. And it was written in like 5 minutes and recorded in like 5 minutes. It was that kind of natural thing that happened. Anyway, I love you, buddy, if you're looking in. Hey, Ed. This is another thing I co-wrote with Charles John Cordo. It started with a scene that I witnessed in a train station while waiting for a friend to arrive, and it was like, I don't know if you remember the original West Side Story when Maria and Tony meet for the very first time at the community dance, where they look at each other and time kind of stops, but there's this kind of cyclone that goes on around them, but they're in the center of it, you know. And I witnessed something like that. That was like a young soldier saying goodbye to his girlfriend, and she was dressed almost in a white dress like Natalie Wood, with a red sash. And it was like I was sitting back against the wall watching these people racing by, and they're right in the middle of this thing, and nobody seemed to bother them. They weren't aware of anybody else around them. But anyway, I told Charles about the scene, and we did this. It doesn't go. It's called "Parting of the Lovers." It's a parting of the lovers alongside the standing train, the final farewell motions of the broken-hearted brave. Two chins on one shoulder, twin tears down each face, the beginning of a lesson in why promises are made. It's the parting of the lovers, starting of the trains. The lovers go away, but the parting remains. The little station master completes his platform fade. He's seen the situation now a dozen times today. It's the parting of the lovers, the starting of the trains. One standing in the club car and one standing in the rain. The train goes on beyond the hill. Love goes home and waits until it's a parting like no other. It's a refugee refrain. The old hobo by the railbed knows the separation strain. Harmonica in hand, he's prepared to play. But it's the parting of the lovers that the violins obey. It's the parting of the lovers, the starting of the trains. The lovers go away, but the parting remains. Love is gone, but love is still. It always has, and always will. Always a parting of the lovers, the starting of the train. The lovers go away, but the parting remains. Lovers go away, but the parting remains. Ooh. Thank you. Whose cattle dog is this? Oh yeah, beautiful dog. Love those. Brilliant dogs. Smarter than a lot of people I know. Smarter than a lot of voters I know. Oh. since April of this year, Lori Reamer connected. You may know Lori. I think she's a good friend of Severin's as well. Lori connected me with Jeff Silbar, a brilliant songwriter who I was familiar with his work, especially his song "Wind Beneath My Wings." God, what a amazing hit! And I found out that song that he wrote was the second most performed song ASCAP had ever had. It was second only to "You've Lost That Loving Feeling." So many people have recorded that thing. But anyway, working with Jeff is brilliant. I mean, he's comes from a different place. We're both Southern boys, but he's from Kentucky. I'm from Alabama, and he had the experience of being a staff writer in one of those big Nashville publishing companies. And he told me at one point, he says, John and I we were writing 2 songs a day and recording them at night. Now, I personally have never had that kind of brain power, and it's, but I've always been more of a reactionary type songwriter, something that, like strikes me as being funny or beautiful or some love interest or something that pisses me off. I'll pick up the pen and start writing it, and it, and anyway, the combination seems to be really fun, and he and I have written, gosh, we've got 10 working on, I think, number 11 songs since April, and I'm going to do one for you now that came out of from another friend of ours whose name I won't mention, but who was on a phone conversation with one night, had just broken up with a long-term relationship, and he's my age, and was really freaking out about spending the rest of his life alone. And so must have been hours we talked, and this song, somehow when your friends are in need, the words tumble out of the sky into your mouth. Something comes in to help you. And these words, I was actually on the phone with him writing the stuff down, as it came. But anyway, Jeff and I got together with this idea and came up with this song called Make Your Peace with It. The world don't always spin like you think it does, and many times love's not what you thought it was. You can't see the picture 'cause you're standing too close, and it's hard, I know, but you've got to let it go and make your peace with it, and let the healing begin, and give yourself time, and the hurting will end, and your broken heart and start feeling again. Make your peace with it, and let the healing begin. Lying to yourself won't change reality. Stressing over something never meant to be, and all that trouble you've been struggling with, it's all muddy water underneath that bridge. So make your peace with it, and let the healing begin. You give yourself time, and the hurting will end, when your broken heart can start feeling again. Make your peace with it, and the healing begin. Point your face to the sunlight so the shadows fall behind you. Keep your heart's door open wide so true love can find you. water underneath that bridge. So make your peace with it and let the healing begin. Give yourself time and the hurting will end. Then your broken heart can start feeling again. Make your peace with it and let the healing begin. The healing begin. Let the healing begin. Can you feel it? Can you feel that healing? Can you feel it? Can you feel that healing? Thanks. Okay. Severin, what are we looking like time-wise? I mean, are we on the path to? Elvis has left the building. Okay. All right. All right. Well, I'll just keep going until somebody says, "Get out of here." You want to hear that? You want to hear that now? All right. Okay. Give me a second.
I don't know. Just play until you don't want to play anymore.
Okay.
You do about an hour, and I do about an hour. So.
Okay. I have no concept of time, though. I mean, I'm a musician, for Christ's sake. You know. Retired, right? Exactly. Okay. I want to keep it down a little bit. And I want to dedicate this song to a lot of my old friends and old mates, and I'm sure you all have some too that aren't with us anymore. And this is a song I didn't write. It's the only one I'm doing that I didn't. And it's written by my friend Charles John Cordo, who I love. It's probably one of the best songs. When I heard it, it was one of the best songs I'd ever heard at the time. And it's called "Even the Night's Got the Blues." There's a storm coming in, a little rain and gin. There's a train going by like an old friend. There's a drift in the air from God knows where. Someplace my heart has been. There's a tomcat howling on a neighbor's roof. It's crying for me, and my 100 proof was I was already right in the mood. Even the night's got the blues. Even the night's got the blues. Nothing is lost on the moon. Even the night's got the blues. Isn't that what gave lonesome its name? Worldwide. Isn't that what made Mississippi John hurt deep inside? There's a poor fool crying in every room, spilling sugar bitter truth. The morning paper won't come as news. Even the night's got the blues. Even the night's got them blues. Hanging around with nothing to do. And nothing is lost on the moon. Even a night, even a night. You got them old blues. Even a night, got them old blues. Okay, I'm going to do the one that you wanted to hear. This one, this song actually started out as a joke, and we co-wrote. There was 3 writers on this song. My friend Stephen and Sanford was, and they were roommates. Sanford and my friend Stephen Stewart were roommates at the time, and Stephen was he was hell bent on becoming the greatest classical guitar player ever, and he would sit up all night in front of a music stand with his thing, sitting in position, and it would drive Ed crazy because he'd be in the next bedroom over, going with pillows over his head, and white noise up on the TV, and so we came in one morning. I was over to Ed and I were going to go to meet with some publishers to pitch them some songs one day, and Ed said to Stephen, he says, when are you going to stop playing that junk and write something that's going to make you some money? And Stephen says, well, anybody can write that stuff. And he starts playing this riff, and I went, wait, that's great. He said, don't play that for anybody else. So I went and sat at the piano, and that afternoon we wrote this song that started out as a humorous jest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left me here on your way to paradise, and you pulled the rug right out from under my life. I know where you go to, I knew when you came home last night. 'Cause your eyes had a mist from the smoke of a distant fire. Oh Lord, I was stung, should have seen it come a long time ago. When I realized the reality gave me a roll. If things are the same, then explain why your kiss is so cold. And that mist in your eyes feels like rain on the fire in my soul. And get to nowhere. It don't stack up, so slack up and back up. I just don't care. Don't let the screen door hit you on your way out. Don't you drown when your dreamboat runs onto the ground. Just like to know, do you love him or just making time? Filling his glass with your fast-flowing bittersweet wine. Oh, he'll face the aftertaste when you come home late some night, with your eyes all amist from the smoke of a distant fire. have a mist from the smoke of a distant fire? Will your eyes have a mist from the smoke of a distant fire? Will your eyes have a mist from the smoke of a distant fire? Will your eyes have a mist from the smoke of a distant fire? Thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to leave you with something downs and slow, and then we're going to make room for Severin to come up and do his thing, which I can't wait to hear. I haven't heard Severin in a while. And then later on, we're going to have a sort of a jam where I get to play a little piano on some of his stuff, which will be a lot of fun. And but anyway, this is called a situation that a friend of mine came home from the road once, and somebody was supposed to pick him up at the airport, and she didn't. She wasn't there to meet him, and so he took one of those shuttles and goes to his home, and he gets there and he opens the door, and the door's already open, and he walks into the room, walks into the house and looks around and notices instantly that all of her stuff is gone and all of his stuff is in the pool. So who knows what happened? I never got the full story of that, only that part, but anyway, we took the revenge. Not a lot of profit in the revenge business, but anyway, this was called "We'll Have to Meet Again to Say Goodbye." I guess he took the nice way out, right? Holding on to a memory, letting go of a dream. Well, I can't say, not for the life of me, where she's gone in the mystic stream. Looks like love has her own wings, and she flies where she wants to fly. Guess we'll have to meet again to say goodbye some old day. In the shadows, some sweet night, 'neath the stars, well, I may find just what she was looking for, and she may feel just what was ours. And it looks like love has her own wings, and she flies where she wants to fly. Guess we'll have to meet again to say goodbye. Last night the moon was running rings around the rain. Well, the tides change and some things just can never be the same. It looks like love has her own wings, and she flies where she wants to fly. Guess we'll have to meet again to say goodbye. guess we'll have to meet again to say goodbye. And goodbye. Thank you.
Stay here.
Well, no, he's going to play in
Well,
the
I'll
last
just
couple
step back.
songs.
Stand behind. This will work, right?
Really?
Yeah. I think it'll be no better if you move it all the rest of the way back. As long as you got room for Leslie and Janie.
I'm not giving
That's
it. So
important.
she put me in this. She says you're in it for 6 weeks. My doctor. She's just my general, and so I'm fine. The part that I got to do is I also do a lot. I drive my parents to all their things, and
Janie says she
it's pretty busy.
Well, there's one mic here. I got to. Oh, Janie brought her own microphone? Oh.
But I can't. Oh, when I got right now, that's ridiculous. Because as much as you've tried several, and I have a couple of these different boots, but I can't do the height. So when I go to bed at night, I go to bed about an hour before I really want to fall asleep.
Where do you want this?
My hips are. It's like they're just off
Sorry.
enough.
Somewhere around here.
But I can't get it perfect.
Smash any connections. Oh, go ahead.
Like I thought maybe I should
Smash
just go,
away.
and I'm not a big chiropractor person. Yeah, at all. But I thought, oh, I just can't figure it out.
Oh, yeah.
Get it right. The problem with this is I have to take it off, and she knows me. She's also my friend. So I'm doing the best I can. So I can tell her. She wants me here for 6 weeks. I tried.
I will tell you.
Well, she wanted me to do it in 90 days. The worst time is in bed, because when you go to bed, you're feeling bad. Yes, right. So I had, but it's just too much work. And it's like, all I get, she goes, well, if you don't do this, I'm gonna cast you. So.
Do you know the blowers
I'm
work?
really
I don't think they do,
it's
no.
still really sort of
I think
funny
we're
until I
constant.
found out that
Some kind of money
there's
to
5
fix
kids.
that.
And in my family.
The blowers don't work?
My dad
I'm sorry, what?
has
The
the
blowers?
same problem.
The blowers?
And for the
Well,
kids.
you know,
Since
we had it fixed a number of years
and I
ago,
thought,
but it was
it's
terribly out
always
of tune.
genetic.
So they each have to, all the pipes have to be tuned one at a time, each pipe. And these pipes are only for show. All the real pipes are in the back room, they're all made out of wood. So the sound of the organ is a very woodsy, clarinets and oboes. You know.
Really? This is just decoration.
That's what the guy said who spent a month here,
Makes sense.
taking everything apart. And,
There's nothing, there's no pipe or any of that, right?
well, you know, what I don't get is you can take one down and blow in it, and it'll make a sound. You know.
But this is just random.
incredible.
There's nothing connected. When you feel the bottom of this pipe, it's just a piece of wood, there's nothing in it. Unless somebody drilled through this 1-inch board.
No, I.
When he's singing, I want to adjust it. It makes it horrible.
Those random.
I wonder what it would take to make it work.
This is not a big show, but it's
Yep, time and money. And you brought your own mic. Good. I use that one. I just put this one here. You want to be here next week?
No, well,
Here you go.
both of these I'm replacing.
keep it there.
I'll put one on the floor.
So I believe in like holiday shopping.
Hi.
Things that, you know, like
See you.
part of whatever, and then not buying anything, just stopping together. And, you know, that's about all we can do, but it gets in your head, like, I'm not this sedentary.
Wow.
I'm not this
Scary? I thought
Solid.
it was glass.
you get it in your head.
I thought that too.
He starts just
Yeah.
getting down in the bed. Like I was mopping the house and the surveyors out went for me, so I didn't let the dog outside.
Yeah?
And
Dread.
Higher?
washing the floors on my hands and knees.
Really?
Yeah, sure.
Bass player, Chili's, whatever.
It's fine. It's fine. It's just, yeah, they wanted the really super tall one. You do get kind of locked in your head. I just kept my head. So when she said this, when Michael invited me, and I was so happy.
This is not my.
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah.
Maybe a reputation for knowing how to do that.
Put it down a little bit. You weren't leaving, you worked too much. Yeah.
I did not bring anything. I mean, it's not too bad in here because little chili, yeah, little chili.
That's what I saw.
I know, me too. Yeah, I know it. That's the way it is this time of year. We're in the States and hiding.
Yes, I would like to, if you have that, her voice. Oh, I don't.
So you brought microphones for both of you.
Yes.
Is this something that you're gonna do from now
So
on?
he's been doing that for us.
I never knew that. I always brought out microphones.
When we say it's cold, it's California cold. People say those kinds of laughs. Yes.
Hi, Barrett. Yeah, we can sit over. They can sit over.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. It looks like it is here. It's got butterflies.
Yes.
I didn't bring a hat.
Yes.
He hasn't worn a hat, right? We got our hat.
Yeah, don't read people's courses. Leave it like it's on page. Solo will jam out. Solo will jam out. No, they're not. Just follow the line. Just follow the chart. Follow the chart. So that's the key. No, they'll just follow the chart. That's better. That's better. I shoot myself sometimes. I have this jam band mentality. Like never playing the song the same way twice. It's back to bite you.
Everybody.
A lot of us are like that. Yeah, right.
You have to take off with your
Check one, check, 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 check. It bit me. Check one, check one, check one. Check. So we can come, we can sit here since we're at a. Good save.
I've still got more shit to do.
I don't think I'm going to be able to change your sheets from here. So
You what?
I'm not going to be able to get up and change your sheets from here.
Yeah. Okay. I can probably.
Your sheets.
Oh, we're gonna sit here? Oh, 'cause he's gotta play the piano.
Well, John's going to come in here.
So we're gonna sit the whole time?
Sorry.
Yeah? That's not where mine needs to be.
Are you plugged in?
I felt that one.
You want it higher?
Mine's torso's longer than yours.
Yes, it is.
And I have the opposite problem.
Oh, really?
His torso is short, and my legs are short. So he's taller than me, but if we sit in a booth, I'm taller than him.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
You might have to turn around and turn on Severn's amp
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
behind you guys. Maybe not yet, I don't know.
You know, I don't have my.
Pedal.
I don't have my pedal with me.
That amp is supposed to take care of it,
It's supposed to take care of what? My tuning?
Your sound. Preamp's not really necessary with an acoustic amp.
So is that F sharp, F E, F sharp?
What you just did, right?
Okay.
There.
So, you guys don't.
We're not moving. It took us too long to get here. We'll just sit.
We're gonna
We're
stay in the
just gonna
background and
just sit and be
watch
invisible.
you. We're gonna be engaged with you the whole time.
You in the house?
Yep. How about you?
He's in the house?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we already did that.
Test 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Well, hello there.
White socks on.
Wasn't Johnny Townsend great?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So Ed, how are we doing? We about ready to begin? All right. Well, I'm going to start with a Christmas carol.
Yay.
Many of you have heard this if you were around last year. The last time I did it, I think. Anyway, this is called. I'm used
He
to Jamie
forgot
doing
already.
This is called the Orphan's Blues. and your ears are not deceiving you, my band is not playing, it's just me. Looking out the window, we could barely see the moon. Orphan boys with dreams of toys lose those dreams so soon. Some years we each got one, but money had been tight. So none of us dreamed of Christmas toys at night. There was a small town Santa, said the lady on TV. Someone broke into the orphanage to leave gifts and a Christmas tree. They didn't catch the burglar, but they're gathering their clues. How someone stole away the orphan's blues. The next year it happened again, then every Christmas Eve. Once again, our secret friend brought us reason to believe. I got older and had to move out, but got a job with the handyman. So I was there when the next year's story ran. It was a small town Santa, said the lady on TV. Someone broke into the orphanage to leave gifts and a Christmas tree. They didn't catch the burglar, but they're gathering their clues. How someone stole away the orphan's blues. Take it, Barrett. Good, isn't he? He doesn't even know the song. My boss broke his leg. It was a sorry sight to see. A grown man crying that he would have to miss Christmas Eve. Well, I didn't understand, so he handed me a key. He said, look inside that closet there and tell me what you see. I saw gifts and cards with the names of the orphans they'd go to. And like a flash of light, I knew what I had to do. It was a small town Santa, said the lady on TV. Someone broke into the orphanage to leave gifts and a Christmas tree. They didn't catch the burglar, but they're gathering their clues. How someone stole away the orphan's blues. No, they didn't catch the burglar, but they're gathering their clues. How someone stole away the orphan's blues. Ah, thank you. So, what's up? More bass. You don't hear that very often. All right. Oh yeah, especially for this next one. We got another Christmas carol for you. I am gonna move out of the way and you're gonna move up here. You're gonna have to move this stand way down.
Thank you, Severin.
Thank you, Ed.
I think this is my third year doing this here. Appreciate it very much. It's a pleasure. I hope it's becoming part of the Christmas tradition here at First Friday.
All right.
All right. Are we ready? Twas the night before Christmas. Things were looking down. 500 million packages were lying on the ground. The post office was overwhelmed, but it might be a crime to give up on delivery. They just ran out of time. UPS said it can't be done. FedEx said no way. They said call the president. He said try the CIA. It's gonna take one mighty man to try and get this done. But there's one guy from far away who just might be the one. It's a job for Stone Cold Santa.
Stone Cold Santa.
Stone Cold Santa Claus. Everybody talk about Stone Cold Santa.
Stone Cold Santa.
Stone Cold Santa Claus. The president called Santa. He told him of his plight. Sorry for short notice. It's gotta be tonight. I ain't gonna lie, the stakes are high. I know this is extreme. Well, Santa said, no problem, bro. Let me get my team. So listen up now, reindeer. I'm looking for the best. This job we got is crazy. Gonna put you to the test. Dasher, you look ready? Prancer got the moves. Dancer got his game face on, and Vixen got the hooves. Say, cut 'em on here, Comet, and saddle up now, Cupid. And don't forget about Rudolph, 'cause that would just be stupid. When you're Stone Cold Santa.
Stone Cold Santa.
Stone Cold Santa Claus. Well, I'm gonna make a list. I'm gonna check it twice. If you want some swag, you better come up nice. I know when you've been sleeping. I know when you're awake. I know more than the NSA, so don't make no mistake. If I come down your chimney, I ain't gonna make 2 trips. But I wouldn't mind some cookies with some chocolate chips. Here goes Stone Cold Santa.
Stone Cold Santa.
Stone Cold Santa Claus. So they packed up the sleigh. It weighed many a ton. And Santa looked down and said, let's get this done. Slacking on me, Rudolph. Keep going, brother. That was the sound of a sleigh driving at the speed of light. You nailed it, bro. Phew. That's crazy. Good job, reindeer. They say maybe Christmas shouldn't come from a store. Christmas, perhaps, should mean a whole lot more. As far as I can tell, there isn't any doubt. Santa's presents beneath the tree, and kids would be bummed out. So the man just saved Christmas, he didn't take no pay. He said, ain't no need to thank me, I got a smoking sleigh. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, I'm gonna sleep real good tonight. There goes Stone Cold Santa. Stone Cold Santa Claus. I'ma talk about Stone Cold Santa. Stone Cold Santa. Stone Cold Santa Claus. Stone Cold Santa. Stone Cold Santa. Stone Cold Santa Claus. He's Stone Cold Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho. Thank you kindly. Thank you, Severin.
That was Stone Cold Matt Bunton. And also I heard somebody with a phone. Maybe that was me. Make sure and turn your phones off. Let's see, what am I going to do here? This is a song from my deep, dark past, as many of them are. Is that okay?
There we are.
All right. I don't like what he say. He don't talk like he love you at all. He's a clown on your day, who's just waiting to let loose his rainfall. My love got no stormy weather. My love, ow. My love more better. My love more better. I saw him just yesterday. Had his eyes on another Chiquita. He was scheming away with a friend on a cool way to meet her. But my love don't need outside women. My love, ow. My love more better. My love more better. love could cause you big regret. And I don't like his eyes, or that look on his face as he sees you. He's a wolf in disguise who just wants you to think he will please you. But my love, keep you warm like a sweater, my love. Ow. My love, more better. My love, more better. My love, more better. My love, more better. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, gonna try to salvage my workspace here. This is for written for a member of my family a while back, and I'm sure some of you remember hearing this. Sugar Ray, he had to be a fighter. So when he sidled up beside her, she got lost in his attitude. He's really quite a charmer, more than just flirtatious, a little ostentatious. He's a man. Well, she just reached down to pet him, 'cause he was rubbing up against her. An innocent and loving thing to do. Then wham, there's that wicked right paw. Bam, he's got a bloody hand. That's my psycho kitty, Sugar Ray. We've all heard the saying, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Well, this cat never agreed to abide by such a rule. So when he's feeling frisky and I put his dinner bowl down, I got to rock and roll or else I'm dead. My brother's an animal lover, so I warned him about sugar. He just scoffed and pet him anyway. And wham, there's that wicked right paw. Bam, he's got a bloody hand. That's my psycho kitty, Sugar Ray. Sitting in the sunshine, with sugar in my lap. I can't not pet him, you know what comes next. Oh, wham, there's that wicked right paw. Bam, I've got a bloody hand. That's my psycho kitty, my very cute psycho kitty. That's my psycho kitty, Sugar Ray. Yeah. Okay. Now what? What was the question? Oh, Sugar Ray. No, I'm afraid that Sugar Ray disappeared about a year ago. So
Yeah.
his legend lives, exactly right. And
Legend lives on.
well, you know, we were not his first home. I mean, my ex-wife Melinda nabbed him from where she used to work down on West Adams, and that was his original home. And then
Catnapped him.
yeah, she catnapped him. Well, he was bugging a lot of people there, so yeah, they were complaining about him. So she said, "Well, you know, my husband Severin feeds a bunch of feral cats, and so I'll just add Sugar Ray to the." Actually, it was Sugar at the time. It wasn't Sugar Ray. I added the Ray.
Because of the wham
And the bam.
Yeah.
and the bam. Yeah. Wham, bam.
So this song came out of a trip of mine to Idaho. Once a year, I try to go to a retreat in Stanley, Idaho. Have you anybody heard of Stanley, Idaho? I heard that it was one of the coldest places on the planet.
Oh my.
In the winter.
I wouldn't.
I didn't go in the winter. So, in fact, each time I've gone, it's been maybe a little chilly, but it's never been that cold. But it's right on the Salmon River in Stanley, Idaho, and this is called Sparkling River. I look around me for the love. I see a river. It knows what I'm dreaming of. Every drop, every ripple, so important to the flow, helps it know where to go. My life is not so clear to me. I am a river, but I don't know how to find the sea. Every thought, every action means more than we know. So I go with the flow. Sparkling river on a journey to the sea. Sparkling river, carry me. So many people just don't know how precious life is, and they won't until it's their time to go. This is their chance to do some good to bring some cheer. Sparkling river on a journey to the sea. Sparkling river, carry me. The river flows through majestic mountains and it passes right by me. I would rather be following that river to the sea. Sparkling river on a journey to the sea. Sparkling river, carry me. Every thought, every action means more than we know. So I go with the flow. Sparkling river on a journey to the sea. Sparkling river, carry me. Sparkling river on a journey to the sea. Sparkling river, carry me. Thank you. Okay. This is Dinkum. For those of you that have not met Dinkum.
Dinkum is a good
Dinkum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And what about this other beast up here?
Oh, this is Lizzie. Elizabeth Joy.
Elizabeth Joy. Yeah. Lizzie.
Lizzie lives at the Kesey Ranch,
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
dedicated to Keeson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keysons.
Yeah.
He's a
Look
good
at that
girl.
face, my God. Okay, well, I have a song that I've written for my father. It's called On My Way to Play because it's all about my driving to a gig that I used to do down in the South Bay all the time. Actually, there were a bunch of clubs down there I used to play at. And I would stop on the way and visit my father, who was in a home for Alzheimer's people. So. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. On the way to destiny, the old man stops to look at me, then recalls some rendezvous. He's got important work to do. He picks up something from the floor, a memory or maybe more. Then suddenly he forgets, like all our old duets. On my way to play a bar in the South Bay, I used to stop and see the dad that couldn't remember me, but I remembered him, the builder of my jungle gym. On my way to play a bar in the South Bay. The nurses say he's like all men. Sometimes he will flirt with them. Other times he is withdrawn, obviously almost gone. At first he smiled when he saw me and asked about the family. Now he doesn't know my name, but I can't say the same. On my way to play a bar in the South Bay, I used to stop and see the dad that couldn't remember me, but I remembered him, the builder of my jungle gym. On my way to play a bar in the South Bay. Now all night long I'd see his face on every drunken person in the place. I drank the drinks they bought for me, and my dad drank along for free. I owe my music to this man, the leader of my family clan. He loved his Dixieland and blues, Louis Armstrong, Ella too. His band rehearsed into the night. My mom said, close your eyes real tight and sleep will find a way. I do that to this day. On my way to play a bar in the South Bay, I used to stop and see the dad that couldn't remember me, but I remembered him, the builder of my jungle gym. On my way to play a bar in the South Bay. On my way to play a bar in the South Bay. Sorry about that, Barrett. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, well, Johnny Townsend did a couple songs last set by Corto, Charles John Corto, right? Yeah. So, this next one is the one that I wrote with Charles. Okay. Yeah. This is called Enough for Us. 1, 2, 3, go. We would play our music by candlelight. When that burned down, we'd use the moon. I'd crow up the sun, you'd blow your saxophone. The kingdom come, and that was enough for us. From here I see how much that was. Now that the world's got in my eyes. Back then when time stayed home, with love safe on the radio, it was easy to be wise. serenades for girls on the avenue, blue bottled songs for the night. We close up that bar out on the Metropole. Well, alright, well, that was enough for us. From here I see how much that was. Now that the world's got in my eyes. Back then when time stayed home, we loved safe on the radio. It was easy to be wise. Here we stand, drunk and remembering those dusty old dreams somehow unsung. I forgot the words, you hocked your saxophone. Oh, to be young, oh, that was enough for us. From here I see how much that was. Now that the world's got in my eyes. Back then when time stayed home, we loved safe on the radio. It was easy to be wise. It was easy to be wise. All right, that's Barrett Tagliarino on guitar. And this is Leslie Beauvais on vocals and Janie Thorne on vocals. And this is Matt Bunsen on bass. And I'm Chevy Chase. So,
You're right.
yeah, we got a few more here to do. A few more here to do before I call up Johnny Townsend to play. It'll be just a little bit here, Johnny. This is a song called Calypso Rose. Tom always asks for Calypso Rose if he's not asking for a song that James Coberly Smith wrote.
Fly paper.
I guess that's become a private joke, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's a private show.
Yeah. Yeah. My old partner was James Coberly Smith, and he wrote a lot of memorable songs, and Tom always requests them, even though James moved to Idaho back in '08. Anyway. Yeah. People through the ages all have disagreed. People through the ages all have disagreed. what it takes to be a man, what character you need. Well, there's a woman from Trinidad who says she's got it down. All it takes to be a man is make a joyful sound. Calypso Rose, say a man is a man. I say it's a little bit more than that. A man can choose his own direction and what he wears as a hat. Calypso Rose, say a man is a man. I say that's a pretty good place to start. But if you wanna be a good man, you gotta open up your heart. Well, everybody's different from his neighbor man. Some will go a whole lot further to be the best that he can. Some say that's important, some say not so much. Some say everything you need you find in a lover's touch. Calypso Rose, say a man is a man. I say that's a pretty good place. Man can choose his own direction, what he wears as a hat. Calypso Rose, say a man is a man. I say that's a pretty good place to start. But if you wanna be a good man, you gotta open up your heart. When your life is through and you have passed away, how you gonna count for your lies and cheating on your judgment day? Calypso Rose, say a man is a man. I say it's a little bit more than that. A man can choose his own direction and what he wears as a hat. Calypso Rose, say a man is a man. I say that's a pretty good place to start. But if you wanna be a good man, you gotta open up your heart. If you wanna be a good man, you gotta open up your heart. That was another one where we sort of left out your solo there. Okay.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You never give up.
Okay. This is a song called Lessons.
Oh, yeah.
And what should I say about this one?
We love this song. It's my favorite song.
Yeah. My angels here
We love it.
love this song.
It's my favorite.
You know, we stopped playing together for a long time, and it was this song at Cotty's that got us singing together again.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
It wasn't a long time. It was just a little while we hadn't. Never mind.
He broke up with us.
Through the forest I'm winding, my pathway I'm finding. I walk hand in hand with a certain one. There are moments she sends me, but other times she offends me, till I don't know who I am when the day is done. I feel like I've been here before. I've passed this same tree, the same shore. I've seen this same horizon calling to me. Now my question is, why are there always lessons? And what if we never learn them? Do they return again? Is there magic that keeps us moving forward, like a tide that pulls us shoreward? And will these lessons trees in the forest, like 1,000-voice chorus. They say to end it and be on my way. I wanna live life, not waste it, and now it's so close, I can taste it. So why do I hesitate another day? I feel like I've been here before. I've passed this same tree, the same shore. I've seen this same horizon calling to me. Now my question is, why are there always lessons? And what if we never learn them? Do they return again? Is there magic that keeps us moving forward, like a tide that pulls us shoreward? And will these lessons end? Now my question is, why are there always lessons? And what if we never learn them? Do they return again? Is there magic that keeps us moving forward, like a tide that pulls us shoreward? And will these lessons end? May these lessons never end. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's a special song for me. So,
Yams and stuff. Yams.
well, how about this one instead?
Okay.
Can't fool the moon?
He's not in the mood.
Love this.
1, 2.
You changing?
Folk music you can dance to. There's a frown on the moon as she glares down from her sky into your room. Just like me, she can see where you live. When she's full, when she's new, she is always up there even when she's blue. She's the eye in the sky watching you. And you might fool me, you might fool your mother, you even might fool all of the others, but you can't fool the moon. 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 I try to find the smallest bit of truth inside your lie, it's not there. Do I care? Yes, I do. I believe you were true. I put everything I had in loving you. My surprise, they were lies that I believed. I believe you might fool me. You might fool your mother. You even might fool all of the others, but you can't fool the moon. 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 There's a frown on the moon as she glares down from her sky into your room. Just like me, she can see where you live. Just like me, she can see where you live. Just like me, she can see. Well, you might fool me, you might fool your mother, you even might fool all of the others, but you can't fool the moon. 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 No, you can't fool the moon.
You can't fool the moon. You can't fool the moon.
No, you can't fool the moon.
You can't fool the moon. You can't fool the moon.
No, you can't fool the moon. I'd like to bring up Johnny Townsend again. You said you had a couple dogs, right? Oh my gosh.
Yes, we are dog friendly.
We are more than
sitting?
dog friendly.
Are we sitting? I don't know. Are we sitting?
I guess we are.
Angeline,
The one you're with.
what are we doing? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do a couple of tunes here. This one is a cover that you've all heard somewhere.
And it's so much fun to sing. Oof. Oh. Thank you.
Don't be angry, don't be sad, don't sit crying over good times you had. 'Cause there's a girl right next to you, and she's just waiting for something to do. Well, there's a rose and a fish in love, and the eagle flies with a dove. And if you can't be with the one you love, love the one you're with, love the one you're with, love the one you're with, love the one you're with. Johnny Townsend, yeah. Okay, we've got one last tune for you.
It's a surprise. It's a surprise.
And this is a song that when I released it, well, when I recorded it back in, what was it? God. 2000 and something like that, 2001, I don't know. Johnny Townsend did the background vocals. So, yes, you did. But you know, you don't have to worry about it now because they pretty much got it covered. Oh, we haven't got a mic.
Why don't we give him this
mic
and
and we
we'll
can
share?
share.
Yeah, very good idea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're the one who made up that part. It was a cool part. We still do it.
Yeah, we still do it.
You'll be reminded. Don't
Okay.
worry.
Well, you know, when I play songs that I haven't played in years, and it's like the fingers have their own memory. You know that. I mean, any musician knows that. It's like you sit down and you, I don't have to even think about it. There's a brain in each one of these little fingers. So maybe that will come back to me too.
Very good. Very good.
All right. Before we end this, thank you so much for having me. I've had an absolute blast this evening. I've had an absolute.
Yeah.
And these guys, aren't these the sweetest singers you've ever heard in your life? I mean, and the brilliant guitar playing and songs. God, I mean, it's like. You guys doing this tomorrow night again?
Oh yeah, we do this every night.
Okay, good. I'll be here.
Wouldn't that be something? Yikes. Every night. Okay. This is Angeline. Okay.
I better get my glasses for this.
T-shirt that you used to auction off every market at Kulak's Woodshed.
You know, I,
Angeline T-shirt?
I remember signing it, but I don't remember what happened to it.
Well, I don't know. Cotty says he used to have it, but he doesn't know what became of it. I wonder if. Never mind. Go ahead. Carry
Well,
on.
you better ask Cotty then.
I did. He doesn't.
No, no, no.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Whatever.
He's,
Okay,
she's
well, he doesn't
secretly
remember.
wearing it.
You know, I used to do this song as the
Mary's
last
really
song every month. I played Kulak's Woodshed on the first Friday for almost 20 years. And the very last year I did it, right before COVID, I think it was right the last year. All of a sudden, I show up to Kulak's, and there is the Corvette right in front of Kulak's.
I remember that.
Angeline.
I remember that.
And I thought, oh my God, she's finally come to, no.
I used to see her a lot living in Hollywood, just driving around.
yeah.
She's always
yeah.
parked in front of Fredericks of Hollywood, you know.
Yeah. Oh no. I used to get those emails. Angeline sighting. Yeah, as though I had some. Well, I did have this song. But I got to tell you, the lyrics to this were written by Paul Zolo.
Oh, what?
You know Paul Zolo?
Sure. Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad you know Paul. And he wrote these words. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. At 1,000 intersections, you can see her silhouette as she's driving down La Brea in her dusty pink Corvette. Every day a million people may discuss her mystery, but I know that her eyes are just for me. And sometimes in this city, nothing means enough. When I see her, I start to remember stuff I have imagined, but I've never seen. That's why I'm in love with Angeline. Angeline, Angeline. Oh, that's why I'm in love with Angeline. Oh, Angeline, Angeline. Oh, that's why I'm in love with Angeline. Her spectacular anatomy is always on display, busting out of billboards scattered all around LA. I make a daily pilgrimage to worship at her shrine, because I know someday she will be mine. And sometimes in this city, nothing seems to be so hard. And then I see her blazing down the boulevard, looking like the cover of some magazine. That's why I'm in love with Angeline. Angeline, Angeline. and her pink fluorescent shades. She's bigger than the biggest floats that fly above parades. And I don't care how old she is or where she gets her bucks. I only know without her my life sucks. Sometimes in this city life can be so hard. Then I see her high above the boulevard. She is the biggest woman I have ever seen. That's why I'm in love with Angeline. Angeline. Oh, that's why I'm in love with Angeline. Angeline. Oh, that's why I'm in love with Angeline. Everybody, Angeline. Angeline. Oh, that's why I'm in love with Angeline. Last time, Angeline. Angeline. Oh, that's why I'm in love with All right. Thank you to Johnny Townsend. And thank you to Ed Brand for doing the sound tonight. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you all so much for coming. It's just been a wonderful night.
Who's next month?
This is December, right? Next month is James Lee Stanley. James Lee Stanley does every January. Has for, wow, 20 years maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much.